Okay, what is the equation of the vertical line through -8, 5? So the x value is -8 and the y value is 5. That's this point right here on this graph. If you notice here, we go over 8, -8 to the left here, the x value, and then the y value is going to be a +5. And since this is a vertical line, that's what it says, it's vertical, there is no slope. There is no slope, so we can't use the point slope version of the line. We have to use the standard version of a line. That's what I want to show you, is how these 2 points fit into the standard definition of a line. Let's take a look here. Now, in the standard definition, the standard form of a line, we have ax plus by plus c equals 0. And so if we place these points in here, we'll get the following formula. You've got a -8, which is going to be a constant value. If you notice here, -8's here, -8's here. The -8 is constant here in the vertical line. So it's always going to be a -8 for your x value. Now the y value, it really doesn't matter what it is. It could be, infinite large value or an infinite negative value. So the y value, the coefficient is going to be 0 because it doesn't matter what this value is. It's not going to be a part of the equation. It doesn't play here because there is no slope. There is no rise over run. And so the second term here is going to be 0. And then we have +8 here. You'll see why this is important as a constant value as we derive the equation here. Notice that we have 1x plus 0y plus 8 equals 0. Now, notice if we put -8 in here in the equation, -8, you get a -8 plus 0y. It doesn't matter what the y value is, plus 8. You're going to have x equals a -8, no matter what. No matter what that y value is, you're going to have x equals -8. And so if we put x equals -8 and y equals 5, we're still going to get x equals -8. If we put x equals -8 and y equals 0, it doesn't matter. We're still going to get x equals -8. So it doesn't matter where you are on this line, x is equal to -8. That is the equation of a vertical line. It's always x equals some value. There is no y value because the y value is infinite. I should say like that. It goes both in the positive and the negative direction. And that's why the y value in the standard form of a line is the coefficient is 0. Because, I mean, you could use -8, 6. If you put a -8 in there for x and you put a 6 in there, no matter what, the y value is going to be zeroed out. And it's always going to be x equals -8 or a constant vertical line. And that's how you find it because there are no y values here as far as the slope goes. This line doesn't slope, it's strictly vertical. And so the y value, it doesn't matter the coefficient, it's always going to be x equals -8.